everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan, an Olympian and beach volleyball world champion and a longtime professional indoor player.
And I'm Adam, former indoor player and coach, current beach volleyball coach, and most importantly, Sarah's husband.
We have finished season 3. We're gonna roll into season 4, but before we do that, there's a couple OVAs that we need to check out. So today we are gonna watch Land versus Air. Adam has no clue what's going on. You know, he's caught up. Karasuno has defeated Shiratorizawa. They're heading to nationals. So like, that is that. We're there. We always love watching the OVAs for a little fun, pedal off the gas a little bit in between seasons. So yeah, let's have some fun. Land versus Air is coming right now.
Your boy.
Adam looked like Kuro, but he just got a haircut.
I'll take it.
準決勝ここを勝って決勝に進んだ時点で全国だ
Oh, I love this already.
いつも通り行こうやいつも通りハイレベルな守備とチームワークそして決定力に欠ける猫ちゃんやめとけ山本ヘビ野郎を相手にすんなお前いっつもその頭だけど身長サバ読んでない本当は180ないんじゃないそんなせこいことしませんちゃんとグッてやって測ってますお前こそミカちゃんに振られた傷は癒えたの
Getting personal here, baby.
振られてねえしまたつかなんで知ってて猫間のいつも通りは前と違うっすよ
リエーフうんこ投げんだよ
なんで長さわかんすかヤクさん
サイズじゃねえよ時間だよ
じゃあ決勝で会おうぜ
Typical boy.
100%.
You take too long to go to the bathroom.
Is this a long-standing rivalry?
I don't know.
Got it.
黒緊張してんの
はあ当然だろ相手が相手だぞ
相変わらず気合入ってんなお前の妹いつもすんません
I love that.
レーボって何リエーフの相性よ超可愛い
相変わらずリエーフの姉ちゃんめっちゃ美人
でしょ
That's a weird response. I love that analogy.
いつものやる観客席2列目の子が僕とのことかっこいいって言ってたよって
I love that the manager knows.
多分今日はそういうのいらないやつです
Family affair. Little Yamamoto, little older Lev. Kind of weird that he's like, yeah, I know, right? My sister's a babe.
I don't know what the appropriate response to that is. Although I will say we had one guy in high school whose sister was very attractive, and he knew.
I mean, fine, but like, I don't know. Maybe it was a translation thing.
Maybe.
Yes. Typical boys. Love that we're seeing Nekoma and Kuro's little pre-game pep talk speech.
I like that. I like that analogy, and their team is connected, and so that analogy is an apt one.
Who do you think the brain is?
Kenma.
Okay, good. That was the test.
100%.
That was the test. Just seeing how much you know about Haikyu.
Kenma's my boy.
Oh, is he?
I think so. Yes, he is. All right, so I'm curious to see how this goes. I don't know if they're playing Bokuto or if it's a different match. I'm not sure, but I feel like that should have been a final. But I guess we'll find out.
But you're saying if they make the final, they get to go.
I know, that's why.
Probably because there's more schools in the Tokyo prefecture.
Oh, maybe.
So they get to send more.
Oh yeah, they did say that. They get to send 2. So they got to win this one and they're in. All right, we'll see.
They are playing each other. There you go. Oh.
Gotcha! One ball, heart and soul.
相変わらず会場を引き込むね。福永レフトお願いします。もう一丁。
Read that wrist
Yeah.
like a book.
That's a perfect pass.
ヤックンのレシーブしびれるね。燃える。
Ooh. Dang. Bokuto show over here. Forget everybody else. Oof.
I feel like Nekoma is a better team than... Which team are they?
Fukurodani?
Yeah. It feels like this team is... and we haven't seen them play, but the Bokuto show.
Heavily reliant on him, yes.
And I feel that Nekoma's team approach and defensive approach, and with Kuro and Kenma, he's gonna score his points, but they just have to limit him, and it looks like there's not that many other options. I think Nekoma's gonna win this match.
And do you understand the land versus air now?
No.
Because Nekoma's really good at defense, so they patrol the land, and then
Got it. Okay.
Bokuto is like a high flyer, so he's in the air.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you for clarifying that for me.
もっとボクトさん止めてた気がするのに。
でもクロウさんのブロックのおかげで後ろはレシーブしやすくなってると思うよ。ボクトさんはいつもクロスが大好きだけど、今日はストレートの調子がいいね。
どうかな。調子にムラのある人だからね。
That's incredibly interesting.
そしてヤク君も絶好調。おう、今日はよく見えるぜ。ボクトさんは特にストレートが絶好調で、 クロスにいるヤク君をすごく意識してる。
ブロックはクロスを締めてたけど、ストレートの方を締めるか。
でも僕とさんの珍しく絶好調なストレートを美味しく使ってからにしよう。
Kuro loves it. He loves every second of it.
Play that mind game, baby. Oh, short.
I love everything about that. Everything about that. I love that Kenma already has plans in place, and he's probably got 3 more up his sleeve of how they're gonna manipulate Bokuto. And Bokuto's good, but I don't feel like he's the smartest.
And he's emotional.
And he's emotional. When I first saw this matchup, I was like, Bokuto is gonna melt down at the end of either a set or a game, and he's gonna cost his team the match. That was my gut instinct coming in when I saw what this was about. But who knows?
Everybody's just gotta flow. Everyone's gotta do their job so that oxygen can get to the brain, and the brain is making some plans. It's like, is their coach even there? I didn't even see him once.
I think Kenma's the coach.
Nakamata's chilling, having some beers.
I recruit great players, so I don't have to do anything. Seems like good strategy to me.
こっから僕とさんのストレート意識的に締めよう。よし来た。
And I love that everybody just listens to him.
Uh-oh. Nakamata always has that little smile on his face.
I'm doing a great job, guys.
Great, I'm so happy for him that he believes that.
Pancake. No, it doesn't.
Not that often. I think the worst part is that he called himself the ace as he ran on.
頼むからな。お前こういう時の表情は豊かだよな。
何もかも慌てすぎで力みすぎ。
ケンマさん。
せめてボールくらいちゃんと見て、あと肘下げないでスピードより高さを優先して。
ちょっと待って、そんないっぺんに。
ちなみに全部今まで言ってることだから。
こういう時のケンマさんは竹虎さんよりヤクさんより怖い。
まだまだ商用に及ばないね。
When all else fails, hit him where it hurts.
Listen, Lev, I tried to do this the nice way by telling you what you're doing wrong, and now I'm gonna kick you in the shins because you didn't get it.
Yeah. Also, I can relate to Kenma's facial expression issue.
I mean, you wear your emotions on your sleeve, on your face, and your eyebrows.
Seriously, I cannot hide my disgust. Like in my head, I'll be like, be nice, and my face will be like. So I can relate to that.
You're doing a great job.
Adam, I'm sure you guys have deduced this, but Adam is very good at like
Not shedding a tear.
I'm making people think that he is like on their side.
What are you saying? I'm not always on their side?
強烈なの来るぞ。
少し下がれ。カイ。肘下げない。肘下げない。高く。
You can't play like that.
ここ。
The straight down Hinata
Just tip
swing.
it down.
Oh wow.
That's safe.
Oh, what? That is kind of like what Kenma did to Karasuno during the training camp, remember? Or during the first time I played.
Yeah.
このセットは厳しいんじゃない？
そんなこと。
焦んないで。ちゃんと整ってきてるから。
We're playing the long game here, okay?
まだまだ商用に及ばないね。
Ooh.
よし。DF 君の打点の高さいい。あかねちゃんもしかして二人が結婚したらあかねちゃんは私の。
Wow! Jump into some big conclusions.
お買い物行こう。お買い物。
すいません。
Wait, this is an important question. 3 or 5?
This match?
Yeah.
I'm assuming 3 because it's the semifinal.
ネコマの守備は徐々に穴を潰して整えていくの。打っても拾われる。そしてフロアディフェンスを意識しすぎればブロックに捕まる。くっそ
ー。僕とさん、向こうのレシーバー意識しすぎでは。拾われたら拾われたでまた打てばいいですし。なんかクロスダメだ。ていうかクロス打とうと思っててもストレートに打っちゃうんだ。僕とさんの弱点その37。片一方の調子が著しくいい場合。
俺いつもクロスってどう打ってたっけ？
もう一方忘れる場合がある。
今
Weakness number 37. I wonder how long of a list it is.
Triple digits, I think.
Oh my gosh.
But it's so funny that everybody knows. Like, he says that, and everybody on the team looks at the coach, you need to call a timeout. It's a tough situation to win in, especially against a team like Nakoma that just gets better and better. The longer you let Kenma play, the smarter he gets, the more he learns, the better adjustments. This game's in the bag.
But that's what good defense does. It's
Yeah.
just like it wears on you. It's like even if you maybe don't get a dig like right away, like the longer the match goes on, you do. And then as a hitter, when people just keep digging, you like, man, I have to make it even better. I have to do it even sharper or higher or whatever. And then you force errors, which is great. I know everybody loves Bokuto and thinks he's absolutely amazing, blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying he's not a good player, but something to consider is like the mental component of the game is like equally as important as the physical when you're like determining what makes a great athlete. And I think that Bokuto's mental game is so weak. So that is a reason why I wouldn't put him on the same level as certain other players.
That's fair. And I mean, everybody's got their weaknesses and their things that they need to work on, and the mental part is sometimes the hardest part to figure out. So we'll see if his teammates kind of get him back into the right track and able. If he can't hit a cross shot, they're in trouble. But the one thing I was gonna say is what Nakoma's doing with their defense is very similar to what Tsukushima did with his block. Frustrate the hitter, get a touch. You can do it in different ways, and Nakoma's just digging everything right now.
Oof.
クロスの打ち方どうだっけって。ふざけてんの？残念ながら大真面目だ。序盤は結構いい感じの打ってただろうよ。今日ストレートがすっげえいい感じだからストレートばっか打ってたらなんか癖ついちゃって。こいつ。落ち着け。これはまだ不調じゃない。ちょっとした一本で立て直せる。
It is exhausting playing with people like that, I'm just gonna say.
Yeah.
では何も考えずにクロス打ってください。ただ気持ちよく。道は作りますので。
Don't worry, I'll do everything.
高橋かっけえなおい。確実に乗せるには今のこのローテが最善。その T シャツ超かっけえっすね。お、へいへい、見る目があるな平田。今年の春高で買ったんだよ。俺も欲しい。春高行って。
That was
a good angle
pretty sharp. Akashi needs to get MVP. Like, the way he has to manipulate everything.
He should get an honorary doctorate in sports psychology.
Oh my gosh, the like brain power, the patience, the like, oh, that has to go into dealing with somebody like that. I'm not kidding you, been there. It is exhausting.
Well, and the other thing that a lot of people probably don't think about is that when you as a player have to give to another person during a match, it takes away your ability to focus on your own job, on your own tasks, and what you need to be doing well. So because their setter can't or needs to pay attention to how Bokuto is doing so that he can move him around, not paying attention to the other team, maybe not picking up on the defensive adjustments, and it just takes a little bit longer. It's a drain of resources on the team. Whereas you see Nakoma, they're all working together, they're all making adjustments, they're all talking about, hey, you step back here, I'll do this, we'll switch.
And they're trying to make life as easy as possible for their brain.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a completely different dynamic.
It's really interesting to see the two approaches.
Mm.
かっこよしおかよ。クソが。
今回は赤足の僕と立て直しの手腕に拍手だな。
Okay, at least somebody acknowledges it.
Yeah.
俺はもっとバシバシ点取ってブロック決めて観客席からワーキャー言われる男なんです。
お前のそういうまっすぐバカっぽい感じ嫌いじゃないよ。
ネコマはチームワークのチームだから輪を乱しちゃダメだって分かってるんですけど、お前ちゃんとそんなこと考えてたのか。
全国制圧
右に同じです。
What did you think about how Kuro handled that?
I thought he handled it graciously. I mean, that whole discourse of Lev started out a little selfish, but then like the self-awareness kind of came in, which I think like helped a bit. So, I mean, Kuro allowed him to feel his feelings. He validated his feelings, but like gave him something to think about, which I thought was a good captain move. And I'm not just saying that because I'm obsessed with him.
I mean, I think from a captain's point of view, you're probably happy that your teammates are willing to be honest with you. I feel like it'd be easier to work with the true feeling of how things are versus what people think you want to hear. So that makes it easier. And then I liked where he said, you know, that's fine, like you said, he validated his feelings, but hey, you might enjoy the team performing well even more, which is probably something Lev hasn't even thought about. He just thinks about people loving him in the stands. So it's a little bit of a shift of focus. I like that approach.
Well, Lev is pretty new to volleyball, so he probably doesn't have that teamy experience. And volleyball, I will say, is more like cohesive unit than most sports as far as like teamwork goes. I do agree with what Kuro said though too, is like being on a team is hard. It's definitely rewarding and it has like some amazing benefits to it, but like there are hard moments, so I think it was good that he kind of acknowledged both of those things as well.
And I think at the same time, Lev is not the stereotypical Nakoma player. So he already doesn't really fit with the team ethos, which makes it, you know, probably that much harder. But if they can get him on board, he's going to be a difference maker for them. So it's an interesting scenario.
まあこうなるわな。
はあ、俺らは決勝行く気満々でしたつって実際負けてるんで黙りますね。
This guy's flip over a hair.
要注意はやっぱ大将だなあいつ。
Kitty cats.
I love that he has fangs.
This guy is like so creepy to me.
Well, they called him a snake, didn't they?
The snakes? Well, they made him look like a snake. Okay. Well,
Got a touch.
didn't they prepare for that though?
I think so.
11番空振りあるぞ。ケンマさん笑わないで。4番ストレート打てない。ストレートない。さあ。
ちゃんと人を選んで煽ってるな。11番ブロックザルだぞ。
I have to laugh because this is just such boys volleyball.
It is such a boy thing to do. If girls did that to each other, it wouldn't work.
But it's so, I mean, everybody knows. You play against each other all the time what people's weaknesses are, and nobody wants to hear it. And there's always one or two guys who will chirp, but on the nose. Like...
But they're right, they did pick the right people to provoke, because Yamamoto and Lev are the types that'll be like, oh yeah, and like try even harder and just exactly play into what the team wants them to do. Like, they're not calm and collected enough to just let it slide off and keep playing their game. Like, they will try so hard to prove them wrong.
Yamamoto's the type who you say that to, and then you leave the line and you take it away with your hands, and he hits it right there because he wants to prove he can do it.
Well, he's Nakoma's Tanaka.
Yeah, 100%.
He's got that, like, attitude.
なんか乗れないね。
高長すぐる
Oh dear.
Oh, he's gonna take that in the face.
Oh.
You better not let it show.
He ran up with his hands down too.
すみませんフェイント警戒して前出過ぎました目は大丈夫っす
That probably makes it worse.
That's the ultimate chirp.
どうしたケンマ
思ったよりめんどくさい系かも。
He kind of looks like Stewie from Family Guy.
You're right.
エビの首相って昔からあんなんですかいや猫をかぶるという技を身につけたらしい
出身の心象は 100% 向こうの方がいいだろうね。
11番でかいだけ11番ザルヒロさんもう一本絶対叩き落とせ
Oh, very nice. Heads up play.
That's a good read.
DF 腕ぶん回すんじゃねえ取りづらいだろうがでもヤクさんは絶対拾ってくれるじゃないですかなんだよ
I mean, true criticism
鬼先輩
and fair statement backed by Lev.
Yaku.
ヤクさん後ろ粘りで負けてらんねんだよ
Oh, yeah. Take it out.
猫間のいつも通りは前と違うっすよヤクさん今のレシーブ
I think that libero is the... If Kenma's the brain, he's the heart and soul of that team.
He's very good.
Very good.
He could even see Lev's arms going, and then he filled in the space that Lev left open.
I wish I had seen this before our drafts.
Well, it wouldn't have mattered because you didn't. Because, like, the whole point of the drafts is to be where you're at.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying it would have been helpful information that everybody else had.
Well, we hadn't seen him play. That's the
know.
point. We said up to now.
He's
Jeez.
good. He's legit.
Jump that barrier.
There's no way he doesn't play. Doesn't matter what's wrong. He's playing. I'm telling you, he's playing. I feel it. But what's the score of that set? Do you know?
It's 21-20 now, I think.
They gotta win. Nakoma has to go to nationals. I guess we'll see. I know you're not gonna tell me anything. How many episodes is this little mini-series?
There's one more OVA.
Alright. I'm enjoying this. Nice to see a couple other teams.
Yes.
We know the players, but you're seeing a little more team dynamic. We knew Bokuto was a head case, but it's interesting to see his team manipulate him into being useful and just how Nakoma comes together and they process things. Yeah, that was fun. I like that episode.
We haven't seen those teams in real matches yet.
Correct.
We only saw them in the training camp matches. So it's nice to be able to see the other team's paths as well.
Yeah, agreed.
Because you can't help but cheer for Nakoma too, you know? They've been around since season 1.
Yeah, and you love Kenma and Hinata's relationship. They're texting each other. Lev brings an interesting dynamic. Obviously, Kuro's your favorite. So he's a good captain. I like him too.
Yeah.
I would say he might be close to making the bro house.
Whoa.
But we'll see. I want to see him play a little more, but I've seen things that I like from him.
Well, we have got one more OVA, so that will be coming next week. But hit us up in the comments below. Let us know your thoughts. I know that you guys love Nakoma too. I know you guys love Fukurodani. You love Bokuto. So I feel like you all really love this OVA. This particular set of OVAs is more interesting and more engaging than the other ones, in my opinion. The other ones were nice, like little interludes, a little bit of information, background stuff. But this is like,
there's a spot on the line for nationals.
Yeah,
this has consequence.
You're more invested.
Yeah.
So be sure to comment below with what you're thinking. And as always, I would be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for the other OVA coming next week. Thanks, guys.